They were convicted by their own conscience. That's what we find recorded in the Gospel of John, chapter number 8, this event that took place where they brought this woman before Jesus and cast her into the middle of the group of people who were sitting around listening to the teaching of Jesus in the temple. And they made that accusation. This woman was caught in the very act of adultery, and the law of Moses said she must be stoned. And Jesus began to deal with this. When he told them, he says, they among you that are without sin, you cast the first stone. And I told you earlier in the week that according to the law, if people were brought to someone for the purpose of stoning, there had to be at least 3 witnesses. Otherwise, they wouldn't stone them. And so these men were coming to testify as witnesses. They were the star witnesses. And Jesus said, one by one. Actually, Jesus didn't say anything at that point. Just one by one, from the eldest to the youngest, it says. He just began to write in the dirt. And of course, I'm assuming, we don't know this for a fact, that he's writing something that would implicate this witness as not being a very good witness. And then the scripture says that one by one, they began to just walk away. And it says that when Jesus looked up, he saw only one person standing there, and that was this woman. And he said to her, where are your accusers? She said, they're not here. Now, what he said to her, congregation, you need to listen to me real good here, because it's very, very important. Because indeed, we see and experience the mercy of God here. And that's a very big part of this account, the mercy of God. The mercy of God upon this woman. He did not say to her, you did not sin. He never said that. But he granted her mercy and pardon, which is what Jesus does. That's what he did when he went to the cross of Calvary. He went there to bring mercy and forgiveness to all of us. But he did not excuse her sin. He forgave it. But he said, go, sin no more. And earlier in the week, I talked to you about this thing, the difference between adultery and fornication. One means that somebody is married in the relationship. 2 means these acts are taking place outside of the bonds of marriage. And Jesus did not excuse that. It's very, very clear when he said, go and sin no more. And so my counsel earlier in the week was simply this: read the scriptures and you'll find the truth. And I believe that God will bring the conviction. But to say, hey, God has changed his mind? No, God has not changed his mind. The scriptures are very clear. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.